According to Diddy, it accuses him of deleting Kim Porter, the mama of his own children.
I think I mean, but maybe that's a lawyer in me. I take risks, or at least I'm very hesitant in taking risks, especially risks like that. It's always like an analysis of what you should do before you do it. Did you think it through, and so on and so forth. But hey, 100 million. We've seen this number before.
Are you talking about the playmaker?
The playmaker. And there was another one as well. I don't recall if it was Flo Rida, but it's like a symbolic number that people always throw in the air when they sue someone, and then they end up settling for less.
Yeah. So for those who don't know who the playmaker is, that's Michael Irving. We covered that, I think it's like 2 years ago already. We covered that quite extensively, where he was accused of doing something to a woman, and the video showed clearly that he didn't. And at the end, they settled. But let's go back. Yes, sir. Diddy is suing NBC Universal and Peacock for defamation, claiming the documentary is falsely accusing him of heinous crimes, specifically the deletion of Kim Porter. Now, for those who don't know, Kim Porter tragically passed away in 2018 from what the LA coroner ruled as a natural cause. Pneumonia? I don't know. Whatever it is. Something had to do with her lungs. But conspiracy theories were for years that her death was very suspicious. This documentary went all in on those theories, and Diddy's legal team says NBC recklessly pushed these wild claims using people like L.B. Shore, Kim Porter's ex, he was her ex, as key voice, despite zero evidence backing up these allegations. And if that wasn't all or enough, the documentary also tries to connect Diddy to the passings of Notorious B.I.G., Heavy D, and Andre Harrell. Of course, Diddy is fuming. He says this has nothing but baseless slander meant to destroy his name and character. RJ.
Again, a lot of these rumors existed for years. KaiR. But why are they? What?
They put it on wax. That's why.
Yeah, and I asked myself, why would they, again, without proof, without solid proof, why would you take this risk? Wait until at least some of the cases are over, and before you produce and publish documentaries relating to the man.
You know what's even crazier? Diddy's lawyers arguing that it completely disregards the coroner's report, which is obviously, and Diddy's legal team warned NBC months before the documentary aired that these claims were all false. NBC aired it anyway. The question is, can he hit back? I mean, we talked Monday on the, let's call it a small W, by the dismissal of one of the cases, the legal lawsuit that was filed about a female that claims that she was trafficked and went to VMAs, 2000 VMAs. She went to a mansion where she got, well, what she said was Diddy and Jay-Z were involved. It was dismissed. Her own lawyer filed for a dismissal. Now we have the 100 million. I mean, 2 and 1. Is Diddy gonna get a W, RJ? Is this a W in the making? Let's put it this way. Is he going to make the money off of this lawsuit to finance all the other lawsuits?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, it's called pneumonia.
Pneumonia.
How
Okay.
I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yes.
I think that so let me just say, disclaimer, I didn't watch the documentary. To be honest, I ain't interested in watching anything relating to Diddy. No documentaries, etc. Nothing until the trial ends. I just want to know whether it's so you want to. So I'm an attorney. I don't practice in the States, but I am an attorney. I'm more interested in the lawsuit than I am in a documentary, to be honest. Because we know, KaiR, you know how some people take documentaries for fact, right? If it's called a documentary, then it has to be true. And it's not. It's just someone's interpretation of a certain situation. I'm more interested in watching in following the court case. Now, as to your question, as far as I know, there are no proof that links Diddy to the BIG, FED, or Andre Harrell. The rumors were always there. Kim Porter as well, rumors were there. Is it true or not? I don't know. And I don't know how this, guys, let me know if you watch it, please let us know down below. How did they what angle did they take in the documentary? Was it like a what if, like speculation, or are they talking as if it's the truth? I don't know.
I would guess RJ, because they also have a law department, a couple of lawyers, internal lawyers working there. So I would guess that they have probably passed this to the lawyers. Not saying that they are good lawyers, but I would guess that if they give approval, that it's still within the margin of let's call it a overview of all the things that are being said out there.
I'm okay with
inside look, because they marketed it as an inside look at Diddy's life, but it also heavily leaned on the darkest accusations against him. So it's like a really thin line right there, where you're heading towards almost slander, but not sure.
But then it's more like what people are saying, and if it's that angle, that's what I'm saying. If they took the angle of what people are saying, then I don't see that they really have a case. Versus if they're talking about it as if it's the truth. So I guess in order to answer that question, I would need to watch the documentary. So you tell me, is it really worth it? Then I might look at it, but it's a documentary, man. It's a documentary.
For those who don't know, documentaries is in R&D. It's a thin line, because there is document. Well, by the way, I want to do a show about that. There is a documentary out there that's called Victim/Suspect on Netflix, where it covers a female that claimed that a couple of guys, it's a real story, a couple of football players, she claimed that they did something against her will. Come to find out, they didn't, and she got, I think, maybe 18 months. She admitted of not telling the truth in court, RJ. Turned around and worked with the documentary maker to create the documentary, saying that it all happened. That is slander, RJ. Because you admitted in court that it didn't happen. You turn around and say, hey, I was lying. Well, by the way, basically it would mean that she changed her story 3 times. But okay, whatever. So maybe we can, I mean, there are documentaries out there that are not the truth. It was clear if you look at the court documents that it didn't make any sense. So
Right.
documentaries are not end all be all. It's just documentaries. Don't forget, documentaries are created also for entertainment purposes.